What's up, guys? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So I actually wanted to talk about a topic that is very, very serious. And it's very serious, but you should not overthink it. Being or feeling alone while traveling. It is a massive issue. I'm not just saying it's a massive issue. Let's go for a walk. You want to go for a little walk? Let's go. It is a horrible feeling. It is a very common feeling. Okay? It is a feeling that happens to everyone. I don't care if you're the most popular person on the planet, if you're with people, you're without people, no matter what the situation is, you will come across the time in which you are feeling lonely while traveling. And it sucks. It sucks really bad. Okay, sometimes it actually leads to massive amounts of depression. A lot of us can travel. For instance, there was a girl. I was in my bed here, okay, and I put a sheet up for privacy because there were some weird people in the room the night before, and she was here, and she felt really alone, and I actually didn't know about it. And she last night she was leaving, and she was like, "No, I just feel really alone." And I started sparking up conversation. We started talking for the first time, and she was in the room like 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. I know, isn't that crazy? And it was actually an amazing conversation. We had a good time. We met each other. We focused on getting to know each other a little bit. Nah, actually, we just talked shit back and forth. But it was really cool. Now, what I was telling her and what I want to explain to you is if you travel in hopes of having this huge, crazy social thing and blah, 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 I have some tips for you. And these tips are really serious. So there is times where you want to disconnect and you want to say, hey, I don't want to hang out. I don't want to party. I don't want to chill, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes you have to realize if you've gone too far. If you're starting to sit there and you're starting to get sad and you're thinking about, when times were better and traveling's kind of boring and I can't find anything to do and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. You need to get up right now. Walk over to the first person you see. Granted, they're not creepy, crazy, or following you around the hostel because that happens currently now. But if that stuff doesn't happen and that's not the person that you're going to approach, go approach somebody and be like, hey, where are you from? What are you doing? Are you doing an adventure? Do you feel like going somewhere? Blah, 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 blah. If it doesn't spark off and you don't click or a butthole or something and you don't really like them, move on to the next person. You have to put yourself out there, okay? I know these people may not necessarily be lifelong friends, but they could be. Or you could just have an amazing adventure over the course of the next day or two, or even just an afternoon. Something to write home about, something to talk about, something to put in your travel journal instead of, oh my gosh, I'm so depressed, I'm just sitting here in my bed because I'm a piece of junk. That's literally how you start feeling. Travel doesn't mean that you're naturally going to gain all these amazing friends. You have to put yourself out there and be social, be vulnerable, just be yourself. If you're an asshole, be an asshole. If you're an amazing person, be an amazing person. If you're a talkative person, be talkative. If you're an introvert, be an introvert. But try to get yourself out there a little bit to be able to be social, because if you don't ever talk to anybody, I promise traveling can be more lonely than actually just sitting at home. Hostels, yes, they're great for a social potential environment, but you're the key to that social environment. If you don't put the key in the lock meaning the hostel, you are the key. If you don't put it in there, be social, turn that freaking lock, you're never going to experience anything that you're thinking travel could be, because it could be, but you have to do your part. Get the hell out of your mind and go talk to somebody. Go enjoy yourself. Have a beautiful day, guys. Travel and be social, okay? Maybe not all the time. I understand. Sometimes you need to disconnect and be like, nah, you guys are killing me. Get away. But for the most part, a lot of the times, loneliness can really set upon a lot of travelers. It is a very, very common and real thing. You don't want to go back home or start getting homesick because you're just not putting yourself out there enough to have different types of experiences. I get it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, okay? I'm hyper, I'm energetic, I'm moody. You know, sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm this, blah, 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 blah. I'm bipolar, okay? Maybe I'm fun to travel with sometimes, but maybe not all the time, and I get it. That's okay. But that's how a lot of us are. But I'm good for a journey. I'm good for an adventure, you know, and there's people just like me, and there's people, great people just like you out there that also want to mingle and have a good time. You guys have a beautiful day. Travel, like I said, because you're not dead yet. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and check out our links in the description below. Peace.